My parents drained my entire college savings to buy my brother a brand new car, while I was walking miles to work every single day just to survive. The day I finally saw my parents truly broken, begging for help at my doorstep, they had no idea they were facing the very monster they created. They didn't just steal my college savings to buy my brother a brand new car. They lit a fuse in me that would eventually burn their whole world to ash. My name is Michael, and for as long as I can remember, my entire family revolved around one person, my older brother, Nathan. He was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. I mean literally. If Nathan got a C, it was the teacher's fault. If I scraped an A-, my parents would just shake their heads and tell me I wasn't living up to my potential. That was the relentless rhythm of my life. Nathan shining in the blinding spotlight, while I was perpetually shoved into the shadows, expected to quietly make do with whatever scraps of attention were left over. I grew up understanding that in our house, love wasn't something shared equally. It was a currency, and my parents invested every single cent of it into Nathan. The first memory that still makes my gut twist was when I was about 12. I'd been saving every allowance penny, every birthday dollar for months. My dream? A brand new set of art supplies. Drawing was my escape, my little corner of happiness in a house that often felt suffocating. But one morning, I went to grab my jar of bills and coins, and it was just gone. My mom, so casual it made my blood run cold, told me at dinner that Nathan needed some extra lunch money, and she'd used mine because, in her exact words, "You'll get over it faster." I remember sitting there in utter silence, the spaghetti on my plate going cold, a stark realization washing over me. In this family, my wants were always negotiable, but Nathan's were sacred. That night, lying awake staring at the ceiling, I made myself a silent promise. One day, I'd find a way to make all of this mean something. My effort, my patience, my endurance, they wouldn't go unnoticed forever. Years passed, but the pattern never changed. It only grew sharper, more painful. By the time Nathan turned 18, my parents practically built his entire life for him. They paid for his driving lessons, helped him get a job through one of my dad's old friends, even gave him their old car. Meanwhile, when I cautiously asked if I could sign up for an after-school tutoring program, a program I hoped would help me get college scholarships, my mom frowned. "We can't afford luxuries like that," she said. Luxuries. That word burned a hole right through me. My education, my future, was a luxury, while Nathan's every whim was a necessity. Then came the day that truly defined the rest of my life. I was 17, just about to graduate high school. I'd gotten into a decent college, and though my parents offered zero support, I thought I could rely on the savings account my grandparents had started for me when I was a baby. They used to tell me every single visit, "This is for Michael's education, no matter what." Over the years, I'd heard my parents mention it, too. Always vaguely, always dismissively. But it was the only financial security I thought I had. That fund was supposed to be my ticket out. But when I brought up tuition at dinner one night, my dad exchanged that look with my mom. That look told me everything before he even opened his mouth. "We had to use the money," he said flatly. My fork froze in midair. "What do you mean you used it?" My chest felt like it was collapsing. My mom jumped in, her voice unervingly calm, like she was explaining something obvious to a child. "Your brother needed a reliable car to commute to work. We couldn't let him fail. You're smart, Michael. You'll find a way to make it without the savings."